Hey, what's up, guys? It's Randall from OddsJam back with you today for some positive EV betting. We're going to grade our bets from last night. Had a much more profitable day yesterday. I believe we actually swept the board with the plays that I bet on the live stream, and I know some of the ones that I gave out were very profitable as well. So we will grade those, and we will continue to look for some more positive EV betting options for today, this afternoon. And then I'll also give you my triple diamond bet what you want to win play. Forgot to do that yesterday on the live stream. Ended up tweeting it out. We had Indiana plus 3.5. That was a winner. So hopefully we can find another winner today with that particular play. Remember, take advantage of the sign-up bonuses in your state. If you have not done so, be sure to click those links below. You can take advantage of all those offers that the sportsbooks have. So be sure to check those out. So we'll go ahead and hop over to the Plus EV page. We're also going to bet the NBA first basket tonight on FanDuel, the $25 max, and then you get $1 for every 3. So we'll find a game for that particular promo. And then I saw UFC actually has a promo tomorrow night as well. So we'll take a look at there, and we'll take a look at that and see if we can find some value with those boosts. So going to go ahead and share my screen. We will hop over here to the OddsJam page. I was just looking there at MMA, trying to find something here for our profit boost here in a little bit. So you can see, we'll go ahead and grade these bets from last night. Hawaii ended up winning on the money line against Cal State Bakersfield. They won that game, I believe, 61-58. North Texas and Charlotte under 128. I believe that game was 65-51 final, so 116. That's a winner. And Oral Roberts, North Dakota, under 163. I believe that was 85-71, landing 156. So we cashed all 3 of those plays. We had Indiana as well. You can see we're beating the closing line a ton. I've talked about this before. There is going to be variance. You can see we put a pretty big dent in the hole that we were in prior to yesterday's games getting underway. We're beating the closing line 81% of the time. So, I mean, this is a great number. If you're new here today, I'm betting smaller amounts just to show you guys that you can do that and you can be profitable. Again, as I always say, you need to be betting more than 1 or 2 or even 3 plays a day. These plays that I bet on this live stream are definitely not all of the plays that I'm betting. So just be sure that you are aware of that. The more you can bet, definitely the better. So go ahead and take a look here and see if there's any value. Tonight, I'm located in Illinois. Do not have as much at my disposal as far as sports books go. Illinois State, Evansville, I cannot bet on that game because I'm located in Illinois. That's a rule for Illinois sports bettors. So no reason to even look at that. Looking here, as you can see, if you don't have the platinum plan, you can see here we've got a Westgate line. You're able to compare odds with Westgate bookmaker, some sharp books to see kind of where the action is going. So if you're interested in the platinum plan, reach out to me. I'll put my email up on the screen here a little bit later. Long Island and Wagner. Looks like Wagner here has a little bit of value, -8, 2.8%. Bryant and Merrimack, a little bit of value, 2.5%. So not a lot here. I guess Wagner -6, a little bit less expected value. 19-cent difference here in the market width, so it is a little tighter than this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at this game. I gave Wagner out the other night. I believe they were -17. Can't remember who they played, but they ended up covering that game. I like to always check ESPN. Wagner here projected to win this game by 4 on ESPN. Again, this is not the, let me go full screen here. This is not the Bible. ESPN is just a guide that I like to use. So I'm not seeing anything popping up here in the afternoon. Oh, looks like we've got one here. Over 143, over 142.5, over 142. This Fresno State Nevada game, I mean, all the way down to 141.5. So 141.5 to 143, you can see 25-cent difference, 23-cent, 22, 20, and then 21 here on this one. I mean, this is a pretty good play, it looks like. Let's go ahead and check and compare with what the other books have. So, I mean, the regular line is over 138.5, juiced at -110. I'm going to go ahead and click on California just to see all of the books that we have. We're getting Westgate, we're getting Bookmaker, we're getting all of those books added for college basketball so that you'll be able to look at that. Looks like here over 143 or over 143 is plus 143. I'm not seeing the Pinnacle line for some reason. I'll hop back over here. Looks like that play's gone. So that one is no longer there. Go ahead and flip over here to New Jersey, get a few more sports books, see what we have. Merrimack in the first half, 28-cent difference, a little bit outside of that window. However, it is a plus EV play, -144. You can get 110 on BetMGM and Borgata. Buffalo Bills, over under 52, 20-cent difference here, 5% expected value. Let's go ahead and take a look at this game a little bit more in depth. It's not one that I can bet, but it is one that you can compare to Bookmaker. So I believe the total was 53.5. It looks like, yeah, BetMGM and Borgata. So, or no, I guess it was it. Let me check. I want to make sure I'm right here. Over under 52. So I was not even close. So if we look back at that, we can see here over under 52, -125. All of these other books, Barstool, Barstool -141, DraftKings -145, Fox Bet all the way up to -150, Pinnacle -153, and then these other books that are the same as Barstool as far as provider goes at -141 as well. So this over 52 in the Bills-Chiefs game, ton of value. I would say you're definitely going to beat the closing line on that one. If you can lock that in over 52, definitely a solid play. You can see here, Bookmaker, 54.5 is the line that they have set. It is juiced to the under a little bit, but then you can compare and you can see Bet Online here is 54. Another fairly sharp book. It's juiced to the over. So over 52, BetMGM, Borgata, solid play. If you can bet that, definitely would encourage you to lock that one in and take advantage of that particular play. I'm not able to, so I unfortunately have to pass. Manhattan and Siena looks like a little value here. Let's take a look at this 132. It's 8% expected value at plus 125. I guess I'm trying to find the regular line here. Looks like the regular line is right around 134, 22-cent difference in the market width. There is definitely more value here on the under 131. I do like to look at these though. As long as it's positive expected value, I like to place these bets. So, I mean, 133, you can see plus 112 on Barstool. It's minus 111 on Pinnacle. It looks like, hold on just a second. I want to double check that game. So we are looking at the under. So yeah, under 135 on DraftKings is minus 110, almost 5.8% of expected value. So looking at that line, 135, I mean, minus 110, minus 140, minus 112. I mean, pretty well in line with the other books. It doesn't appear to be much. However, if you look here, minus 110 on Caesars at 134, 134.5 is minus 110, minus 130 on PointsBet at the under 134.5. So getting minus 110 here can be good. I can tell you that Manhattan plays very, very slow. Their tempo is super slow. They're a team that doesn't score the ball a whole lot, and they like to play defense. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that one. Again, if you want the higher expected value, no issue in taking that. I like to get as many points as I can, just personally, and I'm still getting expected value of close to 6%. So I can live with that. Under 135. So we'll hop back over here and we will lock that into our bet tracker. Again, if you want to bet the under 131 on Barstool or Sugar House, Twin Spires, or Unibet, you absolutely can. You're getting 10% of expected value. Me personally, I like to take as many points as I can. Watched a ton of college basketball over the years, and every single point matters. So that's why I am going with this under 135. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. It's just my personal preference on what I am choosing to do in that particular spot. Warriors minus 10 off of a loss against the Pacers in overtime has some value on the Score app. 15-cent difference here in the market with. Really, really like that. Super tight market. Let's just see what the consensus line is here in this game. I mean, minus 132, circa, very sharp book, minus 132. Bet online, minus 110. Bookmaker, minus 111 on 10.5. So I'm picking up minus 10 at the Score. Great bet. Great mathematical bet there. We'll continue to refresh this page. I do want to tell you here in about 30 minutes from now, I will be back on here live again talking about the NFL divisional round. Me, Mike, Bob, and Steve, we were on here last week talking about the games, breaking them down. So we'll do that. We'll give out some plus EV plays from each of those games. So if you want to tune into that on the OddsJam YouTube page, we will be here in about 30 minutes. I'm going to try to wrap this up here within about the next 15 so that I can go ahead and get prepared for that. Scrolling through here, not seeing anything standing out as of right now. Wisconsin minus 1 in the first half has a little bit of value. It's a 30-cent difference in the market with minus 121 on Barstool. Money line on Merrimack and Bryant. This would be a game that I would look at ESPN just to see if I can find any value. So Merrimack, Bryant, you can see Bryant favored by 1.5. So you're getting plus 105 on Merrimack. Little value here, 16-cent difference in the market with. You can check these other books. We can see kind of where everybody's at. I mean, everybody else minus 105, minus 108, plus 100 or even money. Maybe not one that you want to bet. Again, positive EV page used as a guide. You don't have to bet every single play. It is totally up to you on how you use this. But continuing to scroll, we're seeing a lot of the same things. Being on here throughout the day is definitely important. If you want to make money, you can also set up alerts. If you go into your settings here, you can set up alerts for main market notifications of 10% or higher, alternate 15, player props 25. You can change these to what fits you. Those were just the old settings that I had on here when I was messing around with this account, but you can turn those settings on, get email alerts. You can do the same for the arbitrage, and then the bet tracker, being able to get notifications if the closing line becomes worse. And as you can see, we are still in line here with the under 135 on Sienna. Right now it's minus 124. So if we get an email, we can choose to cash that out or let it ride. Totally up to you. As you can see, it's still there, almost 5.8% of expected value. Nevada, Fresno State, over under 65.5. Definitely a clash of two styles here, fast paced, slow paced. We can look at that one a little bit. 26-cent difference in the market. Looks like most books are 64.5. We'll go ahead and take a look at some of the other books just to see what they have for a first half, see if there's any value that stands out. The under 64.5 at Fox Bets juice to the under. Pinnacle minus 115. Everywhere else about minus 110. So maybe some value on this under 65.5 Nevada Fresno State if you wanted to look at that. And we can see, yeah, so I mean about 3% expected value on that particular play. We'll go ahead and log in here to Barstool. We'll place that bet. First half bet, again, I'm betting smaller amounts to show you guys that are smaller bettors. You can do this as well. You can make profits. If you are a smaller sports bettor, if you're a bigger sports bettor, then feel free to adjust to whatever it is you've been doing. If you've been following these plays, trying to find this here under 65.5 minus 115. So we'll hop back over to Barstool. Oh boy. Hold on just a second. My apologies. Just want all this stuff in the same spot. So under 65.5 minus 115. We'll go ahead and throw 15 on that. We'll lock that in the first half. We'll be done with that. Hop back over here to the expected value play or the expected value page. See if there's anything. Refresh again, constantly refreshing, constantly checking to see if there is anything. I'm going to hop over here real quick to Colorado. I know you guys have some books that others don't have as far as Ballybet goes. Warriors there minus 110 as well. That over 52 still holding steady in that Chiefs Buffalo game. 5.2% of expected value. Siena plus 2.5 has some value. 23-cent difference. I think this one just popped up. Looking here on ESPN, just doing a little comparison. Smaller market games. I mean, Manhattan's favored by 7. Maybe not one to play. However, you are getting 4% of expected value. So, again, ESPN is not the end all be all. It's just a tool I like to use whenever I am looking for some value on some of these smaller market teams. And as I said earlier, we will be seeing Bookmaker, Westgate, and the other sharp books popping up here very, very soon. That will be coming. That will be on the Platinum plan. Speaking of which, if you're interested in that plan or you use the live odds daily, they will show up right in here, or they'll be live odds. You can choose to purchase them. They'll be blurred out, $9 a day. You can take advantage of those if you are interested in live betting. Wagner minus 5 on Sports Illustrated, 26-cent difference here in the market with. Not really seeing anything else that sticks out for tonight. So I want to make sure I get these other two things in before I leave you guys on this stream. FanDuel's logged me out. So we'll go ahead and log back in. We're going to take advantage of this first basket that FanDuel is offering. So we need to opt in. Make sure you opt into this if you're following along. We did cash this last week on the live stream. We took the guy on the Heat. They actually played the Hawks last week. It was, don't even see him on here now, so he must not be starting tonight. I don't even remember who it was, but it did cash. So we took that. We cashed in on it. What I like to do with this, you can do this one of two ways. I mean, I would always look at the total. You definitely want high totals where points are going to be scored. You can see the highest total for today, I believe, is in that Nets game at 233. The only problem here is when you look at the stats, the Nets and the Spurs average about 11 threes a game. as I mentioned earlier, you are getting $1 for every 3 that these teams make, up to $25. So I'm looking for teams that are closer to that 25 range when you can combine them. And Golden State Houston fits that. They average 27 threes a game combined. So Andrew Wiggins is who I'm looking at here. I'm not going to use my bonus funds just simply because they will not honor this promo if I use those. So we'll throw 25 on Wiggins. We will see if we can cash on him tonight. So we'll go ahead and place that. Going to hop over here to the DraftKings page. I mentioned they're doing a UFC promo. A couple different ways that you can do this. I know zero about UFC, so some of you might be laughing on the other end whenever I place this bet. What the heck? Just want to make sure I opted in. Have no clue. No clue what happened there. Let's see here. Okay, so we're opted in. Maybe. All right, we're on the UFC page again. I don't know anything about UFC, so but with the Plus EV page, I do not need to know anything about UFC. So we can search MMA here. We can see if there's anything on DraftKings. You can see this is not a Plus EV play. It's actually on Trevin Giles, I guess is how you say his name. So I'm looking for MMA, not seeing anything with DraftKings right now. You've got some on the other books, but you can search this. You can see if there's anything. I was just checking earlier. I knew there weren't any on there, so I did a little bit of digging. This match here, or this fight, Pinnacle minus 147. All of the other books, Caesars minus 155, Barstool minus 152, plus 122 is being, or plus 127 on FanDuel. So I mean, this is pretty well in line with the market as far as this goes. So I'm going to, if I boost this, it's a 27% boost. So we can find him on the DraftKings page. Cyril Gone, I think is his name. Hesitant to even say it. Don't want to pronounce it wrong, but we can see here, we can go ahead and open OddsJam up in another browser. But what we're going to do is we're going to, you can see we've got a bonus 27% boost, takes him down to minus 115. So if we look, we can figure out what the fair odds for this should be. So minus 147 plus 127. And if we go in here to our calculator, no, not arbitrage, no VIG. So minus 147 plus 127, you can see fair odds minus 135. So we are getting him at minus 115. This is a max bet of $50. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to throw 50 on that, take full advantage of this promo. Again, I have no clue. I don't know anything about this guy. Don't know anything about MMA, but I know that by boosting it and by looking here and comparing these books, this seems to be a solid bet. Minus 145 is less than Pinnacle, not by much, but it's less than Caesars. It's less than Barstool. Again, I can come in here. I can compare this with other books and kind of see what the market is for him. So I'm going to make that bet. It's profitable at minus 115. So we'll place that for 50. Again, you can scroll through here. I'm not going to do this. I'll do this later. I want to wrap this live stream up, but you can go through here. You can just click, find some people that are plus money, are the favorite, whatever it is, and you can boost them. So, look for value. If you like Kay Hansen, you can put a 27% boost and pull that down. So making it plus EV. So that's something you can do with the boost from the UFC. So be sure to take advantage of those. They're giving you 2 of those. I'll come back, put another one in probably tomorrow, but just wanted to show you how you can use that to find the edge and find the actual fair odds of what whatever it is you are boosting. So let's take a quick look here. One last look at the Plus EV page just before I hop off here. I've got the triple diamond max bomb bet what you want to win play of the day coming up here in just a second. So stay tuned for that if you have been waiting. Not seeing anything that sticks out. Looks like the Pistons plus 15.5 on MGM has a little bit of value, 21-cent difference here in the market with alternate line there, 3.3%. Expected value almost 3.4%. So nothing really sticking out there. Going to, like I said, going to share with you my play here in just a second. If you have questions, email me, Randall at oddsjam.com. DM me on Twitter at RandallKBets. Yesterday, gave out Indiana. I do want to tell you, all right, this is a joke. This is not a, it's really not a bet what you want to win play. Be smart, bankroll management. Just, don't be an idiot. Okay. I am betting this game, but I'm not risking my entire bankroll on this game. So for today, 1-0 on the year. I'm going to start doing these on every live stream. We'll have a little bit of fun with it. Canisius -3, triple diamond, max bomb, bet what you want to win. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Or actually, no, I will see you here in about 15 minutes to discuss some NFL.